Well, good afternoon and happy Monday, everybody. It's Araya coming on live. I apologize, I'm a few minutes late. This is take number 2 because for some crazy reason, the first time didn't work. It just froze. So I kept talking and waiting for it to start, and okay. So anyway, talking today, I'm out in my garden in this beautiful, hi Christina, in this beautiful abundance of grapes. I've got this incredible crop. I love to be out here because it always makes me feel abundant and happy and joyous. Hi Robin. And so today I wanted to talk with you guys really about balance. The whole theme of energy right now is about balance. Hi Deborah, good to see you. And in sitting with that, this idea of being taken out of balance when we do things that we're supposed to be doing, that other people expect of us based on our role, either as a parent or as an employee or as a spouse. What is my definition of, who I am as a mom or as a dad? And so taking time to look at those things and really tuning in when you're doing something throughout your day. Is it something that brings you joy? Is it something you're doing because it brings you joy out of a soul level, or is it something you're doing because you're supposed to, that because someone deemed that you need to do this? And if it's something you need to be doing and it's not really bringing you joy, you need to really tune in and look at, okay, where am I out of balance here? Where is this pulling me off my center? Because my true self, my highest self, definitely doesn't feel like doing this. So if I'm doing it for any reason other than the joy of my soul and wanting to do it, then it's going to put that energy of supposed to or have to into the play of the energy field around it, and it's going to change the result of it. So just tuning in and starting to look at all these things in my life that I do because someone else says I should, or because someone else deemed that, okay, moms do this and dads do this, and how do we get a true check-in on that? Can you tune into yourself and listen to your heart space and say, wow, okay, I really feel aligned with this. Typically, I love this activity, but today, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not resonating right now, but I'm feeling like this time crunch or someone expects me to have it done. So let's just take a really random one like vacuuming. For me, vacuuming is something that I actually enjoy doing because I love, I don't know why. It's one of these weird traits of myself that I like to see the little clear lines of cleanness, of just emptiness after you vacuum, where you get all the dog hair, say, out of the corners, and you've got this lightness of place, and the whole room, the whole house just feels just a little brighter, right? And there's something about that vacuuming that I love. Other tasks around the house, I don't love so much. I do it because it needs to get done, but am I doing it when it needs to get done on somebody else's timeline? Or is it something that I can wait for the right timing of when it's going to bring me joy? So like, I don't stress myself about schedules, or like every Wednesday the bathroom has to be cleaned. You know what, if I'm on a Wednesday and my heart is not in it, then I let it go until my heart says, I feel like cleaning the bathroom, let's do it now. And that might sound really strange or weird, but to get yourself out of routines and schedules based on some system that says, oh, it needs to be done here, and allowing yourself the joy and freedom to flow and be in flow during your day of, yeah, I really feel like eating pie for breakfast. Wow, I really feel like, yeah, I want to vacuum right now, or I want to get the house organized, or maybe it's a task that I've been waiting for someone else to do and I'm really inspired to try it. So maybe my traditional role in society would not be to fix my plumbing. And yet maybe there's something inside me that just gets inspired and says, wow, I really want to try this. And nowadays with YouTube and Google, like, you can pretty much find a video on how to fix anything, right? There are people out there putting videos out of how to, like, I actually changed the hard drive in my son's Xbox last winter when it broke, because I could watch a video and see how to do it. I mean, that's pretty amazing that that's available today, but it also allows us to step out of these traditional roles of what, yeah, right? I know, that's funny. Who posted that? Of what is okay to do. Like, as a mom, am I supposed to fix his Xbox? Maybe not in a traditional role, but something inspired me to try it. Maybe I'm not supposed to fix plumbing as a woman, and yet something about that plumbing job said, I think I can do this. I want to try it. And then I have this sense of satisfaction, this joy in getting it done. Other times I follow my heart and go, this totally isn't me. I'm going to source this out because everybody has their joy and there's somebody else that's going to get more joy out of it. And I know that the abundance of the universe is going to provide that. I can pay for them to do that. So allowing that to flow as well. So just watching yourself in your daily patterns, seeing where it's hitting and where you're doing things that are not really aligned with what you want to be doing in that moment. And that's really the ticket. It's starting to be in flow, starting to follow your heart and your inner guidance of what your higher self is really here to do and to experience in this moment. And if it's not for today, maybe it'll be tomorrow. We can put it on the shelf for another day. I have really learned that time is so ethereal. Time is really, really a interesting dynamic in this time-space continuum experience. And I stress myself out about being 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late based on my parents' definitions of time and what I grew up with and what it meant to be late for someone. And granted, I really respect people's time and like to show up for them, and I try not to be late, but I have discovered that in the time-space continuum of minutes and how tiny of a speck those minutes are in the grand experience of our infinite soul's journey, that it actually is okay. My previous coach a year ago said, what would it look like if you were 5 minutes late everywhere you went for a while? Go through that experiment. What really gets to you in your day? What bugs you that might be someone else's definition of what really fits you? And try it on for a while. If you're always on time and that's based on your upbringing, when inherently you just want to take a little more time with your cup of coffee that morning, what would happen if you're 5 minutes late? Just saying. Try it on for size. You never know. So let's read a card. I'd love to pull a card or two today with this whole idea of balance and being pulled off your balance, being pulled off your true center, which is your truest self's journey, your soul. Let's see, Robin, Araya, what stone is in your pendant? So eye-catching. You're trying to throw me off balance of what I'm talking about, Robin. Isn't that eye-catching? It's labradorite. It's absolutely stunning. It's got these beautiful blues and the diamond. I don't know if you can see the dragon around it. Incredible piece of artwork done by Lisa's Wire Creations. I highly recommend her. I posted a photo of it in the For the Love of Dragons group and a link to her page. But if you look up Lisa's Wire Creations, I'm pretty sure you'll find it. Yeah, absolutely stunning. I absolutely loved this one. Very excited about it. So thinking of that as our energy behind pulling a card today with our angels. This is my Archangel Power Tarot deck. It's my favorite. Of asking the angels to just be present with us in this theme in our lives, in your life today, of what is going on in my life that I'm doing out of somebody else's necessity. Something that is not aligned with my true self in this moment, that's not bringing me joy. And how does that pull me into a state of imbalance? Because I'm not in balance with my highest self. And my highest self is always in balance between its masculine and feminine, the things that it wants to do and experience here on the planet. And how can I align more truly with that? So let's pull a card on that theme for everybody that's watching right now. I know I've got some beautiful souls watching right now. And for those that are going to watch the playback, because you are part of this energetic sphere as well. So, ooh, feeling it way back here. Interesting. So the Five of Michael. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So for me, he's talking about that this situation doesn't serve you. Doing things out of necessity, out of someone else's definition of when or what you're supposed to be doing is not serving you, the highest you. And just going to look at the image. I'm being guided to look at the image itself. And Michael, with his gorgeous wings, is standing on a rock overlooking the ocean. And there's a sun with a dynamic red ring around it, and he has got this it's almost like a wand or a bent arc that has this blue light coming out of it, as if it's like, I'm feeling like it's an eraser, or it's supposed to be an eraser taking you through and changing and shifting that dynamic. So I'll let you see the card yourself. Anyway, with that, the situation isn't serving you. It's not serving you to keep doing things that aren't in alignment with what you're inspired to do in that moment. So can you rearrange the day? If it's something that you know it needs to get done at some point, keep it on the list and wait for that inspiration to come. And release your attachment to the outcome. Release that attachment to who's going to be upset about this. If I don't get dinner on the table at 6, is my husband going to be really, really upset? if I don't have the right snacks in the cupboard, are the kids going to be really, really upset? Because that would entail me going to the store again today that I just don't really feel in the mood to go to the store. These are very simple life like situations, but they're real for many of us. We go through this on a daily basis, and who's going to be the outcome? Are the kids going to be really mad? Is your husband going to be upset? Or is your coworker going to be upset that you're 10 minutes late for that meeting? When you just really need to take a break and go like sit for 5 minutes and de-stress, or you had a big emotion rise and you have to let yourself feel it and move it through, because that's the best thing for your soul. That's the best thing that your highest self wants right now, is for you to be in tune with what's right for you and to let go of the outcome, release what's going to happen with the outcome, because you might be surprised that the kids either don't even think about those snacks today, or your husband's running late anyway and he's so grateful that you held it till 6:30 so he could eat it warm, or you never know how it's going to play out. So follow your gut and your heart and consider taking a more uplifting approach. So for me, a more uplifting approach is definitely something that serves your highest and best and what brings you joy in that moment. And I'm going to end with that. Thank you, Michael and Christina. I called upon Michael during this video feeling like I have a helmet of yuck around me that is not up. Trying to see. I have a hard time seeing. I'll have to answer that later, Christina, because it shows me see more, but I'm not able to tap it and get to the rest of the text. But hopefully Michael was able to serve and help you. I know that Michael is a great guardian for us and always in service to bring us more truth. So thanking Michael for that beautiful card today. Wishing you guys a great Monday. I do love coming on my Mondays, and I'll be honest, sometimes I'm late because I need those few extra minutes, and it brings me joy to be with you guys. But I have to be also in the right state of energy, and so sometimes when it's not 1:11 when I ideally want to be on, it's okay. And sometimes I actually reschedule and put it on another day, don't I? So always trying to set an example with myself as well of really following my gut and my heart, and encouraging you guys to do the same. So have a fabulous Monday. I look forward to the next week, and we'll see you next week live on Monday, hopefully at 1:11 p.m. Have a great one, gang. Bye.